Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rio Sports Broadcast Pronto Insurance pregame show. Here, Joe Cardilli with you. We want to welcome you to the Rio Sports Live game tonight here at Sam Stadium, where it's going to be the Lobos against the Pace Vikings right here on an overcast night, 77 degrees here as we approach game time. About a 20% chance of rain tonight, so we might see a few sprinkles as we have on and off throughout the Brownsville area this evening and this afternoon. But should be a good ball game tonight. Lopez come in last place in the district right now, 0-6 overall, 0-2 in the conference. And the Pace Vikings are in the middle of the pack right now. They're 2-4 overall, but they are 1-1 in the conference right now. And so this conference matchup tonight, as Lopez tries to get their first win of the year. Pace, meanwhile, going to try to come back from a loss in their last ball game and try to get into the 2-1 area towards the top of the standings in the conference. The Lobos pass attack against the Vikings running game. That is what we're going to be looking at here on the pregame show. So far, Lopez has been outscored 120-7 in its first two conference games against Donna and Weslaco East. However, the Lobos senior quarterback Jacob Cortines has done a heck of a job for the Lobos, thrown for 1,264 yards and 10 touchdown passes so far. So that's definitely going to be, a point of emphasis tonight for the Lobos, for them to be able to move the football down the field. The Lobos also have a sophomore running back. His name is Eddie Slovic, and they have 629 yards on the ground and 8 touchdowns on the ground. So those are their two main, Jacob Cortines and Eddie Slovic. They're going to be the main guys that we watch for tonight for the Lobos. The Vikings, they lost their last conference game at Harlingen, 33-10. They do have wins over Donna North and Mission so far this year. So both teams will be trying to get a win, coming off losses from their last game. Vikings senior quarterback Brandon Narvaez, he is the key. 478 yards passing, but so far this year, 3 TDs to 9 interceptions. So that could be a way the Lobos shorten up the field and try to be able to get their drives done if Brandon Narvaez throws any more interceptions. But the run game, it is really good. Juan Velez, Rene Salinas, and quarterback Brandon Narvaez are all closing in on 300 yards for the season. The Vikings won the toss tonight, and they defer to the second half, so the Lobos will receive. We're going to go to a commercial break for the national anthem when we come back for kickoff time here in just a few minutes on Rio Sports Live.
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
Listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business service.
Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing? Me or you? Hello?
Accesible.
I'm out.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We are the Border Cowgirls and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeehaw!
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
We are the Weslaco Lady Panthers and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Red Lady Raiders, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Sports Live. Yeah!
Hello from Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated Texas Education Agency district. A stands for Academic Excellence at Los Fresnos CISD, where pathways to secondary success are being built for students at the brand new Resaca Middle School campus. A stands for Academic Advancement at Los Fresnos High School, where the College Center provides a jump start on college and career readiness that includes...
Back here on Rio Sports Live, I am Joe Cardilli. Glad to be with you here tonight from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Just a couple of exits away from the Mexican border. And, that's fascinating to somebody like me who comes from Colorado. And being down here in Texas, to be able to call Texas high school football, I mean, it is an honor and a privilege. Just want to let you know. It's so good to bring in the Brownsville Network as well tonight. So good to have you all along on the broadcast here for Rio Sports Live and the Brownsville Network here from Sam Stadium. Visitors tonight are the Lopez Lobos. And the home team tonight is the Pace Vikings. And it'll be interesting to see how Lopez comes out and see whether they can establish that pass that has been so successful for Jacob Cortines and his receivers. So definitely going to be interesting to see how that all works out tonight, whether or not they can get anything going on offense, because their defense has really, really struggled through the first couple of ball games here in the conference play, and we'll see if they can get anything established, as Emilio Cahucci, the senior defensive back, is also the kicker, and he will get things started for the Vikings tonight. We have Eddie Slovic and number 3, Gabriel Rios, back deep for the Lobos, and we are underway. Comes into the hands of Slovic. Slovic gets out across the 15, across the 20. He's got a little bit of wedge over the 30 and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Nice return by Slovic on the play. And he was pushed out of bounds by the kicker, Emilio Cahucci. And we are underway here at Sam Stadium. Again, nice evening tonight for high school football, no doubt about that. Usually the weather where I come from in Colorado, it can be snowing and everybody is in ski hats and ski jackets, and you're doing anything that you can to try to stay warm, but we've got an overcast mid-70-degree night. Should be a great night for football. Motion man there. Slovic's got the ball, and he gets ahead for a couple of yards. Eddie Slovic, the sophomore running back for the Lopez Lobos. He leads the team in rushing with 629 yards on the ground and 8 touchdowns coming into this ball game. Maybe 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7 for the Lobos from the 37-yard line. And there's a quarterback keep. Nice spin move out to the left, across the 40, the 45, the 50, out to the 40-yard line and out of bounds about the 36-yard line. Nice run there by quarterback Jacob Cortines, and a big gain on the play right there for the Lobos. And the Lobos offense is on the move. Let's look at that again. Fake the handoff, spin move to the left. That was key, because if he would have went right, he'd have been sacked. But instead, he's able to get down the field, and they marked him out of bounds. Let's see, where do they have the ball? At the 37-yard line. And we've got a timeout on the field. So just 47 seconds into this one, And the Lobos get a 3-yard run and then a big play by quarterback Jacob Cortinez on the quarterback keeper. So from the 37 to the 37. Let's see, that's about 26 yards on the play. Beautiful pickup right there by Cortinez. You got to love that. Let's see if we can. We'll just stay right here as the Vikings head back out onto the field after the timeout. But quickly, the coaching staff of the Pace Vikings, head coach Danny Pardo and defensive coordinator Robert Ortiz had a little meeting over there. And there was an injury also, as one of the Lobos is having a hard time getting off the field. Going to take a little bit to get him over to the sidelines. So it wasn't a timeout, it was an injury on the play that caused the stoppage of play, and we can only hope and pray that that young gentleman will be able to be okay, and not being able to put much weight on the left foot. So, well, keep him in your prayers. We hope everything will be okay. Now back to the action from the 37-yard line. There's a handoff to Slovic, and he is going to lose yardage on the play. Number 9, Roger Lopez, the senior linebacker. Actually, number 9, Edward Guerrero, the senior defensive lineman for the Vikings, is the one who's on that play right there. And pretty big loss on the play, about 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd down and 14 coming up for the Lobos. No score, 10:40 to go here in the first quarter. And there's the first pass play of the ball game, and it goes incomplete as the intended receiver was number 1, Julio Campion, and he got it thrown behind him. He didn't even see the ball coming, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 14. So after a really nice run, quarterback keep play by Jacob Cortinez, they've lost 4 yards, now an incomplete pass, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 14. Slovic in the backfield. Cortinez rolls to the left. He's under hot pursuit. He's trying to find a receiver, and it goes off the hands of number 7, Jerry Soto, the senior wide receiver of the Lobos. And boy, there was a lot of pressure on Cortinez there, and literally he had to just try to get rid of it and hope that he can hit Soto, but the pass was too high and it goes incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 14, and the Lobos are going to have to punt. Number 80, Ari Gonzalez, is going. Now they're switching personnel, and the Lobos are going to have to take a timeout. 10:29 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Rio Sports Live.
Classes, dual enrollment options, CTE opportunities, and scholarship money. Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated and 7-time post-secondary readiness distinction district.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, and there was a little mix-up there if they were going to punt or if they were going to go for it. And now the quarterback, Jacob Cortinez, is back on the field. In motion is Slovic, and there's a whistle on the play. And a timeout for Pace. So they were set up to return a punt, and Cortinez came back out on the field. And, you know, that was the transition there during the timeout. They had the punter, Ari Gonzalez, out on the field to start that. All of a sudden, he came back off the sidelines, and Cortinez came in. So there was confusion on the Lobos side, and then once the play started again and Cortines was out there, Pace was still ready to return a punt, and now they have to extinguish a timeout. So both teams losing a timeout just a minute and a half into this ball game. Lobos were able to get it down as far as the Vikings 37. They lost 4 on a carry and then 2 incomplete passes, and that's where we are now. So on a 4th down and long, Cortines and the Lobos are going to go for it. Looking down the field, trying to find a receiver. He's under a lot of trouble, tries to get rid of it, and it's going to be incomplete. He was wrapped up on the play by number 9, Edward Guerrero, and couldn't get the pass away. Well, he did, but it was incomplete. And the Vikings come up with a big play, and turnover on downs is going to give them the football. $10:18 to go here in the first quarter. And Pace is going to get their first opportunity at the ball here tonight. Ball is spotted at the 41-yard line, so they did call that an incomplete pass. And here we go. I formation. And a handoff goes up the middle, over the left side, over the 40, out to the 30, and it's goodbye. Adrian Sauceda all the way 59 yards for a Viking touchdown. No flags down, 6 on the board. Adrian Sauceda on the first offensive play of the night for the Vikings, and they take it 59 yards to the house. Look at that. I mean, literally off the left side, untouched, down all the way down the left sidelines. And the Vikings score first tonight. Extra point attempt coming up. Renee Salinas will hold. Number 80, Emilio Cahuchi, is going to try to make the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. 10:09 to go in the first quarter. It's the Vikings 7 and the Lobos nothing. Back in a moment on Rio Sports Live.
Hey, it's Lady Vikings, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Rio Sports Live. Woo!
Back here on Rio Sports Live, Joe Cardilli here with you from Sam Stadium. Just not quite 2 minutes into the game, Vikings just scored on a 59-yard run by Adrian Sauceda, sophomore running back. Beautiful run over the left side, and boy, once he hit the 40-yard line, it was nothing but pay dirt for the Vikings. Emilio Cahuchi getting ready to kick off. Slovic, number 22, is looking at the kick, but it goes out of bounds around the 8-yard line, so that'll be a penalty and give the Lobos a little bit better starting position. So the Lobos actually had a little something going on their first drive, got a beautiful run by the quarterback Jacob Cortines on a great fake spin move that if he would have spun right, he would have been sacked, but because he went left, he had an open field and got down to the 37, but that's where the drive stalled. And it was a turnover on downs. And one play in, the Vikings got 7 on the board. Man in motion, Slovic has the ball. Nice run ahead there for a good gain. Tackled Jadrian Garcia. and several others. Osvaldo Alvear was there also for the Vikings. 2nd and 6 on the 4-yard gain by Eddie Slovic. Again, as I mentioned earlier, leading rusher on the team with 629 yards and 8 touchdowns coming in. There's a pass over to the side and going to get a couple of yards on the play, not a whole lot. That one to number 7, Jerry Soto, the senior wide receiver for the Lobos. Good coverage on the play. Didn't let it get too far. Looks like they picked up another 4 on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Got to get to the 40 for a 1st down. See if the Lobos can get it done. Man in motion, Slovak, and he is not going to get there. Good coverage on the play. Looks like number 24, Luis Garza, the junior defensive lineman, first one on the scene. Maybe lost a yard on the play. Going to bring up 4th down and 3 for Lopez. 8:45 to go first quarter. Vikings 7, Lobos nothing. 3rd conference game of the season for both of these teams. Lopez still looking for their first win. Vikings trying to get a second. Looking for somewhere to go and nowhere to go. Sacked on the play by number 2, Osvaldo Alvear, the junior defensive back with the sack, and just no protection there for Jacob Cortinez to go back and get anything going on the pass. I mean, that's the Lobos' bread and butter. He's thrown for 10 touchdown passes on the season already as Jacob Cortinez, and he's going to have to get some time to be able to find a receiver. Couldn't get any there, and a turnover on downs, and the Vikings are going to have it 1st down and 10 inside the Lobos' 30-yard line. Up back is Juan Velez. Adrian Sauceda in the I formation. Adrian, there's a pass down towards the end zone. Was it caught? Yes, it was. Touchdown, Vikings. Number 8, Ivan Gonzalez with the reception. Let's look at this. Back to pass, he's got some time, beautifully thrown by Brandon Narvaez, and in the back of the end zone, beautiful catch by Ivan Gonzalez, a 29-yard touchdown pass, and only the 2nd play from scrimmage for the Vikings, and they lead 13-0. Well, the coverage really wasn't bad on the play. That was just a dime. He just hit him right in the back of the end zone. Extra point by Emilio Calhucci is good. And with 8:20 to go here in the first quarter, it's the Vikings 14 and the Lobos nothing. Back in a moment on Rio Sports Live.
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah! We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans.
Back here on Rio Sports Live from Sam Stadium. Joe Cardilli with you here on Rio Sports Live. 14-0. Vikings have had 2 offensive plays. A 59-yard touchdown run by Adrian Sauceda and a beautiful touchdown pass, Brandon Narvaez to Ivan Gonzalez. Kickoff is being returned up the right side over the 30-yard line, still fighting for yardage. Nice return by Eddie Slovic. And Lopez will start 1st and 10 from about the 32-yard line. So the Lobos have had a couple of nice plays, but when it comes right down to it, they just have not had time to pass. And that's their main game. Like I said in the pregame, what we were really going to watch as the key matchup today was the Lobos pass attack against the Vikings running game. But then the Vikings throw a touchdown pass for 29 yards on their second play from scrimmage, and they're up 14-0. There's a dump off to Slovak. He's back over the 30, still fighting for yardage. He's over the 40, over the 50, and out of bounds to the 47-yard line. Nice run, Eddie Slovak. Boy, they having trouble getting him on the ground, and you can see why. Never mind, he's the leading rusher on the team, but once he gets ahead of steam going, he can really pick up some yardage, and nice little gain there. Started from the 32, so that's about a 20-yard, 21-yard pickup on the play for Eddie Slovak. Nicely done. 49-yard line inside Viking territory. Jacob Cortinez, the quarterback, awaits it. He keeps it, goes up the middle, and gets ahead for 4 or 5 yards on the play. And there was a fumble on the play, and it belongs to the Vikings. Well, when it rains, it pours, and the Lobos are having a tough time. Let's look at the replay. Now, he keeps the ball right there. He gets over midfield, and somewhere right in there, the ball came loose. And in that pile, the Vikings come away with the ball. And they're going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. So 7:52 to go here in the first quarter. Third play from scrimmage for the Vikings. They've scored on the first of each drive so far. Two-back set, handoff up, and there we go. There's a stop right there. Actually, number 44, Juan Velez, was there for the run. He loses a yard on the play. Number 50, Andres Garza, was one of the ones in the middle right there of that tackle. Loss of 1 on the play, going to bring up 2nd down and 11 for the Vikings. Velez, the up back. Sauceda back now, a pass attempt, and it's going to be caught, and a missed tackle, and ahead over to the 41-yard line. Reception made by Juan Velez, the senior running back, came from the fullback position. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Vikings in Lobo territory at the 41-yard line. 6:53 to go here in the first quarter. Vikings 14, Lobos nothing. Brandon Narvaez, the quarterback for the Vikings, awaiting the snap. And he hands it off to Sauceda over the 40, the 35-yard line. He's still loose, trying to get more yardage, and he gets ahead for another Viking 1st down and more. All the way out to the 20-yard line goes Sauceda. Nice run there. Sauceda cuts over the 40 and then to the 35, gets a nice block right there as he cuts back to be able to get some more yardage. And he just kept fighting and kept those feet churning and gets all the way down to the 20-yard line. We have a Viking down on the field, so we'll take a break. 6:27 to go here in the first quarter. It's the Vikings 14 and the Lobos nothing on Rio Sports Live.
The Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay, Nia.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, also with KBSD TV. Always glad to have them along. And there's a handoff up the middle. Looks like Velez
Number 44, Juan Velez, the ball carrier. Stop was made by number 58.
gets ahead for about 4 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6. 6-minute mark here at the first quarter. Vikings scored on a 59-yard run by Juan Velez on their first play from scrimmage. On their second play from scrimmage, Brandon Narvaez, the quarterback, hit number 8, Ivan Gonzalez, in the back of the end zone. That's how we have our score 14-0 so far. There's a handoff. Sauceda ahead, trying to drag defenders with him, and he does a nice job. Stopped by number 66, Carlos Delgado, the senior defensive lineman for the Lobos. And that's going to be a 1st down again for the Vikings. First and goal from the 10-yard line for the Vikings. They've done a nice job on the run so far. Number 21, Adrian Sauceda, and number 44, Juan Velez. They're in the eye, as that seems to be. There's Velez trying to get up ahead. He got a couple of yards on the play. Number 9, Roger Lopez, and number 66, Carlos Delgado, on the stop up the middle there for Lopez. 2-yard gain on the play to the 8. Going to bring up 2nd down and goal for the Vikings here with 4:44 to go here in the first quarter. Vikings have been able to move the ball pretty much at will. Let's see if the Lobos can come up with a play to try to stop this drive. Narvaez looking over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for number 3, Jadrian Garcia, the senior wide receiver for the Vikings, but good coverage on the play by the Lobos. And it falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and goal for the Vikings from the 8-yard line. That was a nice pass attempt there, but not quite there. Let's see what happens. Brandon Narvaez, quarterback of the Vikings. He's been successful so far. Now he's moving his receiver over, and there's going to be a timeout by the Vikings. 4:26 to go here in the first quarter. Vikings 14 and the Lobos nothing. Back in a moment on Rio Sports Live.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy 1 barbacoa taco and get 1 free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is up.
Back here on Rio Sports Live. There's a pitch, and the ball is loose. Did the Lobos come up with it? They did. there is the play the Lobos needed. Let's look at the replay here. The pitch was a little bit far. As you can see, it goes off the hands of the running back. And right there, number 90, Saul Rios, the junior defensive lineman, was able to fall on it. And the break the Lobos needed was right there. Kept wondering if they had it in them to be able to stay in this one and come up with a big play, and the Lobos did just that. Cortinez, quarterback, has a man in motion. Slovic with the ball. He's not going to get much there. Number 9, Edward Guerrero, and number 22, Christian Hinojosa on the tackle there. Lose a yard or two on that one. It's going to be 2nd down and 12 for the Lobos. They've had a hard time getting anything going on offense so far. They've had a couple of good plays. Looking to the sidelines, Jacob Cortinez. Looking for a receiver. Now he's on the run, over to the right side, still being pursued. Jumps over a player. Wow. What a play there. Jacob Cortinez being able to leapfrog the defender. Let's watch this again. He's under hot pursuit. He's moving over to his right, gets around one man, and then right here at the 15, there he goes, right over him, and is able to get out to about the 22-yard line. 21-yard line is where they marked it. And it's going to be 3rd down and 12. Actually, looks like more like 3rd down and 7 from my vantage point. Good athletic play by Cortinez. Now he looks over to his right. He's got a receiver down the side and no good. It looked like it was there, and the receiver never really saw it. Gabriel Rios, the wide receiver and defensive back for the Lobos. Boy, that ball looked like it was right there, and it's now going to be 4th down. That should have been a big play for the Lobos right there. So the punt unit is on. Danny Delgado back deep for the Vikings. And there's the snap. It was high and it's blocked. It's blocked on the play by the Vikings. The ball is still loose. It's picked up and the Vikings have it at about the 7-yard line. Can you believe it? Just as it looked like the Lobos had a big play recovering a fumble, the punt gets blocked. It was a high snap, high looping snap. That gave the opportunity for the Vikings to get in there and block that kick, and they did exactly that, and the person that blocked it ends up recovering it. I apologize, I didn't see the number, so I don't know the name, but the gentleman that blocked it, he also recovered it, and the Vikings take over 1st and goal from the Lobos 6-yard line. 3:23 to go here in the 1st quarter. 14-0 Vikings, and they're going to try to add to it. Sauceda trying to get across the 5, and he's not going to get much more than that. Number 31, Emiliano Garcia. And there's a penalty flag on the play, and illegal procedure was called against the Vikings. That's going to cost them 5. That'll bring the ball back to the 11, where it'll be 1st and goal from there. Lobos came up with a big stop on the last drive. 3rd down play and goal was fumbled. Lobos were able to get it. Let's see if they can come up with a stand here. Velez has the ball, and he's not going to get much there either. Maybe ahead for a couple. And again, number 31, Emiliano Garcia with the stop there, senior linebacker for the Lobos. No gain on the play. Ball still marked at the 11-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and goal for the Vikings from there. New personnel coming in for the Vikings now. Number 8, Ivan Gonzalez, who caught the 29-yard touchdown pass earlier in the quarter. Velez and Sauceda to either side of Narvaez. Narvaez going for the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Pass ball is incomplete, intended for number 3.
Number 3, Jadrian Garcia, was the intended receiver, but he was already out of bounds by the time the ball was really coming his direction. So not much of an opportunity on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 11 for the Vikings. 2 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We've had a lot of stoppages, injuries on both sides, and
3rd and goal for the Vikings.
just hasn't been able to keep that going. The clock going. 3rd down. Velez in the eye, up back. And that's going to be illegal procedure, I believe, on the Vikings. That play looked like Velez took a step a little bit too soon before that play was really started. And I believe this is going to cost the Vikings another 5 yards. The referees are converging to talk it over. But through my binoculars, it looked like they moved first. Nope, it's going to be offside on the defense. So that's going to give the Vikings 5 yards and go back to the original line of scrimmage of the 6-yard line. 3rd down and goal for the Vikings from the 6. 2:12 on the clock, and the clock begins to move. Brandon Narvaez under center. Velez the up back from the eye. Sauceda the far back. They've got receivers on both sides. And there's the handoff. Sauceda, he is not going to get there. Gets down to about the 2. He was stopped by number 35, Javier Garza, the junior linebacker for the Lobos. And he comes up short. It's going to be 4th down. And they spot the ball at the 2-yard line.
4th and goal for the Vikings. Ball spotted on the 2-yard line.
And they're going to line up for a field goal attempt. Number 80, Emilio Cahuchi, is going to try this field goal from the 9, a 19-yard field goal attempt. And it's no good. How about that? The Lobos come up with another stop.
Stop was made by number 1,
Julio Campion with the play for the Lobos. So that's 2 drives in a row that the Vikings are inside the 10-yard line, and they come away with nothing. A fumble recovery and now a block. And just like that, the Lobos take back over. Let's see if they can get something going on offense to try to get them back into this ballgame. They're down 14-0. Could easily be down 28-0, but the Lobos playing hard tonight. You love to see that 0-6 team, and they're here to win. They're here to win tonight. You got to love that. There's the handoff, and nothing going there. Slovic gets brought down in the backfield. Number 55, Ricardo Alvarez. Big play there on the inside, and boy, he had that one snuffed out right from the go. And they lose yardage on that play. 3-yard loss on the play, 2nd down and 13. Quarterback keeper on the play, trying to get ahead for some yards and get back to the line of scrimmage at least. That ball came out, but it came out late, and then not a fumble. Edward Guerrero on the stop there for the Vikings. Ball is marked at the 14-yard line. And there's whistles on the play. And that's the end of the first quarter of play from Sam Stadium here in Brownsville, Texas. Our score, the Pace Vikings 14, the Lopez Lobos nothing. Back in a moment on Rio Sports Live.
We're the
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
We do everything with speed.
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
insurance for all your needs.
Barato.
You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing? Me or you? Hello?
Accesible.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato.
Back here for the start of the second quarter, 3rd down and 10. Slovic goes in motion. Cortines finds a man over the middle, trying to get up across the 20 and maybe got to the 21, and that's going to be it on the play. Receiver was Pablo Lopez, the junior wide receiver for the Lobos. It's going to be short of a first down and bring up about a 4th and 3, maybe 4 yards to go. The punting unit comes out for the Lobos. They just can't seem to get any sustained offense going. Ari Gonzalez, who had his last one blocked, is going to be, and boy, Brownsville Pace has nobody back. I mean, they're looking to make a play here. They got a block on the last one. Let's see what happens this time. And there's a whistle. Play is whistle dead. And it's a delay of game penalty against the Lobos. That'll cost them 5. Brings the ball back to the 15-yard line. And that just makes Ari Gonzalez's job that much more difficult as he's set up about the 3-yard line. High snap, gets the punt off this time. Ball hits at about the 40, takes a Lobo bounce over midfield and out of bounds close to the 45-yard line. So after getting one block last time, Ari Gonzalez with a nice punt that time, and the Vikings will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 46 when we come back on Rio Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Joe Cardilli back here with you on Rio Sports Live, also on KBSD TV here in Brownsville. And a fumble on the play that you were watching while we still had the commercial on. Salcedo dropped the ball on the handoff, but the quarterback, Brandon Narvaez, was able to come up with it, and then a loss of about 4 on the play, going to bring up 2nd down and 14 from the 41. Narvaez back to pass. He's got a receiver. It's Rene Salinas. He's up ahead to the 45, the 40. The ball is across the 40-yard line and down to the 38-yard line for a 1st down.
Pass caught by number 4, Rene Salinas. Stop was made by number 11.
Nicely done there by Salinas. Good run. 21-yard play right there for the Vikings. And they've got a 1st down and 10. 9:40 to go here in the second quarter. Vikings 14 and the Lobos nothing. Lobos are playing tough tonight, that's for sure. They've come up with stops on the last 2 drives. Narvaez under center, hands it off. Nice play in the backfield to stop Velez. Emmanuel Serreta, the senior defensive lineman for the Lobos, getting into the backfield, dragging him down to the ground for a loss of 1 on the play.
2nd down for the Vikings. Ball spotted on the 39-yard line.
Ball at the 39-yard line, 2nd down and 11. Same I formation. And a handoff. Handoff ahead, looks like number 4, Rene Salinas.
Number 4, Rene Salinas, the ball carrier.
ball carrier on the play. Once again, Emmanuel Serrata with the stop for the Lobos.
Third down for the Vikings. Ball spotted on the 35-yard line.
Pick up a 4 on the play. Ball just outside the 35 of the Lobos. 8.5 to go in this one. 14-0. Vikings scored on their first 2 offensive plays they had, and have had great field position for the next 2, but haven't been able to get points. Narvaez looking for a receiver. It is good. Out to the 15-yard line. And the Vikings are inside the red zone. First down and 10. Narvaez right there gets it to Jadrian Garcia at about the 26. He makes a spin move, gets away out over the 15 and down to about the 13-yard line right there. Nice play. Brandon Narvaez, really nice pass. He doesn't have the passing stats that his counterpart Jacob Cortinez does tonight, but when he's thrown the ball, he's really done a nice job for the Vikings tonight. Velez and Salinas. Now Narvaez on the quarterback sneak. He's got a head of steam over the 10 and out to about the 6-yard line. Nice little run there by the quarterback, Brandon Narvaez. You know, as I mentioned in the pregame show, the Vikings have 3 different runners, Juan Velez, Rene Salinas, and the quarterback, Brandon Narvaez, all about at 300 yards. And we've got a referee's timeout on the field. 7:13 to go. We'll take a timeout. It's 14-0 Vikings. They're in the red zone trying to score again. We'll see what happens when we come back on Rio Sports Live.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Se me antoja dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the Harlingen Sound Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Second down for the Vikings.
Back on Rio Sports Live, 7:13 to go, second quarter. Vikings 14, Lobos nothing. Vikings have the ball at about the 5-yard line, second down. Handoff there, not much happening for Velez. Stopped on the play by Victor Villarreal. And we're under 7 minutes to go here. No gain on the play, going to bring up a third down.
Ball spotted on the 5-yard line.
Ball right at the 5-yard line. Looks like they need to get just inside the 4 for a first down. I formation. Sauceda. And rolling to the right, Narvaez. He's trying to get to the pylon, and he's not going to get there. Good hustle on the play there by number 21, Antonio Gonzalez, with the stop for the Lobos. So he didn't score, but he did pick up the first down. Ball marked at the 2-yard line. No, make it the 1-yard line. First and goal for the Vikings as they try to add to this 14-0 lead. As we are at the 6-minute mark here left in the first half. Good crowd tonight. It was cooler and overcast today here in Brownsville. And there's the run, Brandon Narvaez, and he takes it in for a Viking touchdown. So with 5:48 to go in the first quarter, the Vikings extend that lead to 20-0. Here's the replay. He just follows that big offensive line, just stays right behind them and just steps over the goal line for a touchdown. Brandon Narvaez, senior quarterback of the Vikings, makes it happen. Extra point attempt upcoming for Emilio Coahuchi. Snap is good, the hold is good, and the extra point is no good. Off to the left and no good. So with 5:48 to go here in the first half, it's the Vikings 20 and the Lobos nothing. We'll be right back on Rio Sports Live.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and/or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Hi, I'm Rolo Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Back on Rio Sports Live, Joe Cardilli here with you on the Rio Sports Live Network, also with KBSD TV here in Brownsville. Kickoff going to Slovic. He's got it at the 5-yard line, cross the 10, the 15, and he'll be out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Shoved out of bounds by number 31, Ignacio Ramirez. And that's where the Lobos will take over, 1st and 10 from the 19. 5:44 to go, second quarter. 20-0 Vikings. I'll tell you what, the Lobos have been resilient. I mean, they got scored on the very first 2 plays from scrimmage, and they were down 14-0 just like that. And this could be a whole lot worse than it is, but they've played tough tonight for sure. There's a handoff over on the left side. Slovic. No, actually that was Alan Chavez with the carry that time. Brought down by number 10, Gael Perez. And that's going to be a 2nd down and 6, 4-yard pickup on the play. Quick pass out to the sideline and over the 30, and nicely done there for the Lobos for a 1st down.
Pass out by number 3, Gabriel Rios.
Gabriel Rios with the reception for the Lobos. And at the end of that play, it looks like he is the injured player down on the field. So we've got an injury timeout, and we'll take one as well. 5:09 to go here in the first half. Vikings 20, Lobos nothing. Actually, the young man is up and walking off on his own power, so we'll go ahead and stay right here. First play from scrimmage, the Vikings ran 159 yards for a touchdown by Adrian Sauceda. Second play they had the ball. It was a touchdown pass from Brandon Narvaez to Ivan Gonzalez, the senior wide receiver of the Vikings. And looks like that pass play was incomplete. Thought he made the catch, but he did not. So it's 2nd down. Pass look in motion. Now the pass goes out to him, and it's behind him. No good. Slovic had to spin back the other direction to try to catch that one, and it falls incomplete. It's going to bring up a third down.
Number 22, Eddie Slovic. Third down for the Lobos. Ball spotted on the 18-yard line.
Third down and 11 from the 18-yard line. Vikings defense has been very good tonight. They've been able to keep the Lobos under wraps. Whenever their quarterback Jacob Cordinez goes back to pass, he's been under a lot of pressure. Let's see what happens here on 3rd and 11. He's back to pass and sets up the screen. It is caught, and it's going to go nowhere. That goes absolutely nowhere as number 55, Ricardo Alvarez, had that wrapped up as the defensive line went by, and it looked like the screen pass was all set up for success. And it went nowhere because Alvarez followed it, and it went only for a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down and 10 as we're at 4:10 to go here in the first half. Punting unit back out for the Lobos. Ari Gonzalez back to punt. Gael Perez, the up man, and the punt is fumbled on the play across the 45, picked up at the 40, across the 30-yard line, and fought for some nice yardage. And that's where let's look at this replay. Off the hands, picked up just over midfield, brought back over the 40, the 35, the 30, and out to about the 29-yard line. And a nice tackle by Anders Gonzalez on the play. And had he not, that might be a touchdown. But a nice return and good field position coming up for the Vikings. 3:48 to go here in the second quarter. Vikings up 20-0 and already in excellent field position to try to add to that. Narvaez under center. He finds the receiver over on the side, gets across the 30-yard line. Away from first tackle was number 8, Ivan Gonzalez, brought down by Brian Lopez. And all of that just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 28. Actually, they do give him a yard. 2nd and 9. Narvaez under center, I formation. Gives it to the running back, still on the go. Sauceda might have gotten a yard out of that one. Trying to make nothing into something, and he did pick up a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8 on the play. 2:55 to go here in the first half. We'll do a scoring recap as the bands are taking the field for our halftime. Before we make sure that you get to enjoy the halftime entertainment. I don't know if you saw the game between Los Fresnos and their opponent last night. And there's a pass over the middle. It's going to be caught and brought ahead for another Viking first down. Pass was ahead to number 12, Angel Galvin. And in time, nicely done by Narvaez, getting over to the right side and a beautiful catch and run afterwards on Angel Galvin. And it's 1st down and 10 for the Vikings from the 12-yard line. 2-minute mark here in the second quarter. Vikings up 20-0 and trying to add to that, and they'll get the ball at the half as well. There's a handoff. Sauceda at the 5, over to the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Beautiful moves left and right. Look at Sauceda, grabs that ball to the left. Then he goes around at the 5-yard line to miss the tackles and into the end zone. Sauceda's 2nd touchdown run of the night, and the Vikings extend their lead to 26-0. Lobos have a young man down around the 10-yard line. So we're going to go ahead and take an injury timeout. 1:49 to go here in the second quarter. Vikings lead it 26-0 on Rio Sports Live.
Needs discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond. We are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Via ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, also with KBSD TV here in Brownsville. Always good to have the Brownsville network along with us. Vikings with a 26-0 lead as they just got a touchdown run from Adrian Sauceda, the sophomore running back. 2-point conversion right there is good. And that's going to make the score the Vikings 28 and the Lobos nothing with 1:49 to go here in the first half. So we have just 1:49 to go till the half, and the Vikings really dominating this one now. That started to kind of pull away as the Lobos made it interesting. Blocked a kick, picked up a fumble, and it looked like maybe they could try to get back in this game. They've had a few good plays where they got into Viking territory, but then the drives stall, mostly because Jacob Cortinas, when he goes back to pass, has just had no time to be able to set up for the most part tonight. And the pass game is their forte, and they've got to give their quarterback some time. And I'll tell you what, that Vikings defense has been all over them when he comes to try to pass, and just really haven't gotten a whole lot going tonight. And they find themselves down 28-0 to the Vikings. Emilio Cuohochi, the kicker, getting ready to kick off. Number 22, Slovic, is back for the Lobos. And the ball goes out of bounds before the pylon. And there's going to be a flag down on that one. That'll give the Lobos a few extra yards to start with here with 1:49 to go in the second quarter.
Penalties against the kicking team. 1st and 10 for the Lobos.
Lobos will take over at the 30-yard line. And let's see if they can get something going on offense here before the half, because they will have to kick to the Vikings to begin the second half of play. So see if they can get some points on the board before this is all said and done. Cortinas awaits the snap, looking for a pass, and it's intercepted. Intercepted on the play by number 55, Dennis Munoz. Actually, it was number 2, Osvaldo Alvear, the junior defensive back. He picks it off, brings it back to the 26-yard line. Cortinas looked to his right, and the receiver was momentarily open, but I'll tell you what, Alvear, he jumped that route. He saw it all the way, and he was able to get that interception and give the Vikings another opportunity to score some more points before the half. 1:44 in the second. Vikings up 28-0. Narvaez has running backs on either side of him. And there's a whistle. Drop back to pass. And illegal procedure is called against the Vikings. That'll put the ball back to the 31-yard line. 1st and 15. So same formation. And Narvaez back to pass. Lobs it up over to the receiver. Up across the 10, to the 5, and a touchdown. Number 44, Juan Velez. Jump pass right there on the screen, caught it at about the 34-yard line, and he was clear sailing. Broke a tackle at the 15 and all the way to the pylon. Touchdown, Vikings. 34-0 is the score. Kahuchi on for the extra point. Snap is high, gets it down, the kick is up, and it is good. 1:32 to go left here in the second quarter, and the route is on. It's the Vikings 35 and the Lobos nothing. Back in a moment on Rio Sports Live.
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as the kickoff goes into the end zone and through the end zone. And the Lobos will get the ball 1st and 10 from the 25. Tough one for the Lobos as they've continued to turn the ball over. They've had a punt blocked. They've lost a fumble, and now they had an interception. Osvaldo Alvear, the defensive back for the Vikings, with the last one that set up that last score. And a run up the middle, trying to get something going and not getting anywhere, is Eddie Slovak. Eddie Slovak used to having some running room in these games, as he's had nearly over 600 yards and 8 touchdowns coming into this one, but he hasn't had a whole lot going tonight. No gain on that one. 2nd down and 10 for the Lobos. Man in motion. Cortinez gets the ball, and he fires it up the left side. It's a jump ball, and it goes incomplete. Trying to hit number 28, Joe Vega, the senior wide receiver. 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Vikings lead the Lobos 35-0. Man in motion. Cortinez now has the ball, looking for a place to go. He gets it to Slovak, who's over the 35 and out to about the 40, maybe the 41-yard line. Going to be short of a first down. Emilio Kouchi with the stop for the Vikings.
4th down for the Lobos.
4th down, and looks like about 6 to go for the first down. And they're going to go for it. Cortinez waits the snap. Over to his right side, looking for a receiver, and not there. Nice pass coverage on the play by Gregory Lavios. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs, 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
1st and 10 for the Vikings with 12 seconds to go here in the first half. They're up 35-0. And they're going to get the ball to start the second half. So
Ball spotted on the 31-yard line.
we'll see if they just take a knee here or if they actually try to go for a score before the half. I've seen crazier things in my 33 years in the business, but yeah, it looks like they're just going to get ready to take a knee. And there's a whistle on the play. Delay a game on the Vikings. So they got out of the sidelines huddle a little bit late. And now they'll just try to take the knee from 5 yards further back. There's the snap. There's the knee. And a Lobo charged the line there, trying to cause perhaps a fumble. And the Vikings weren't much into that. And that's how the first half will end. Been all Vikings, to say the least. The Lobos had their opportunities earlier on to try to stick around, and they couldn't do it. And the Vikings have scored and scored again. End of the first half. Pace Vikings 35. Lopez Lobos nothing. Halftime coming up next here on Rio Sports Live.
We are the Border Cowgirls and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
We present to you the award-winning Lopez High School Golden Stars Dance Team under the direction of founder, artistic director, choreographer Sandy Sakura.
Well, it's halftime here with Rio Sports Live. Our score is 35-0 Vikings, and boy, they struck hard and struck fast tonight. First two plays from scrimmage tonight were touchdowns. First one was a 59-yard run and a beautiful one by Adrian Sauceda, the running back, sophomore running back for Brownsville Pace. And they were able to go 59 yards off the left side for a touchdown on the very first time they touched the ball. Well, guess what? On the second time they touched the ball, they threw a touchdown pass, 29 yards. Quarterback Brandon Narvaez found Ivan Gonzalez in the back of the end zone with a beautiful pass, and that made it 14-0. And it has been all Vikings ever since. Brownsville, the Lobos actually did have a couple of good plays. Quarterback Jacob Cortines with a beautiful quarterback run that went ahead for over 30 yards, and it really looked like they were going to be on the move, but the drive stalled at the 37-yard line. They didn't get any further. They've had a punt blocked in this one. They have had a fumble, and they have had an interception against them in this one. And you know, when you're a young team like them, and you're trying to get your first win of the season, you can't have mistakes like that. Also, Jacob Cortines hasn't had a whole lot of time to be able to pass tonight, as the Vikings have had relentless pursuit against him to stop him in his passing game. And it is just all Vikings tonight. 35-0 is our score. We're going to go ahead and let you watch the bands and the halftime entertainment. We'll come back when we're ready for the kickoff for the second half on Rio Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Red Lady Raiders, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Hello from Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated Texas Education Agency district. A stands for Academic Excellence at Los Fresnos CISD, where pathways to secondary success are being built for students at the brand new Resaca Middle School campus. A stands for Academic Advancement at Los Fresnos High School, where the College Center provides a jump start on college and career readiness that includes advanced placement classes, dual enrollment options, CTE opportunities, and scholarship money. Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated and 7-time post-secondary readiness distinction district.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We're the Pace Lady Vikings, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Don't miss Sea Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah! We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hija, tomorrow is your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the Harlingen Sound Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Via ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with speed.
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
Insurance for all your needs.
Barato.
You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We are the Border Cowgirls, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeehaw!
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
We are the Westaco Lady Panthers, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Red Lady Raiders, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Hello from Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated Texas Education Agency district. A stands for Academic Excellence at Los Fresnos CISD, where pathways to secondary success are being built for students at the brand new Resaca Middle School campus. A stands for Academic Advancement at Los Fresnos High School, where the College Center provides a jump start on college and career readiness that includes advanced placement classes, dual enrollment options, CTE opportunities, and scholarship money. Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated and 7-time post-secondary readiness distinction district.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We're the Pace Lady Vikings, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and/or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient, CareTech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
We're the Edinburgh Lady Bobcats, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah! We're the Mission Vets Lady Patriots, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, variadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business started.
Flexible.
Insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing? Me or you? Hello?
Accesible.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Via ISD, Cardinal Pride.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
Don't miss South Padre Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
Insurance for all your needs.
Barato.
You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing near you? Hello?
Accesible.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We are the Border Cowgirls, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeehaw!
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We're the San Bernardino Lady Trojans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
We are the Westaco Lady Panthers, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are the Red Lady Raiders, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Hello from Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated Texas Education Agency district. A stands for Academic Excellence at Los Fresnos CISD, where pathways to secondary success are being built for students at the brand new Resaca Middle School campus. A stands for Academic Advancement at Los Fresnos High School, where the College Center provides a jump start on college and career readiness that includes advanced placement classes, dual enrollment options, CTE opportunities, and scholarship money. Los Fresnos CISD, an A-rated and 7-time post-secondary readiness distinction district.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We're the Pace Lady Vikings, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and/or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, Joe Cardilli with you live from Sam's Stadium here in Brownsville, Texas. It's the Lopez Lobos against the Pace Vikings. And the Vikings with a 35-0 lead as we get ready for the kickoff to begin the second half of play here tonight. Lobos were in it early. Even though they were down 14-0, they made some good plays. They got a couple of turnovers that went in their favor, but just couldn't get any offense really going. And ended up turning the ball over on downs deep in their own side, and the 0-6 Lobos having a tough time here tonight. They've got a big hole to try to climb out of as we get ready for the kickoff. Ari Gonzalez kicks it off, and it's brought out over the 25, over the 30, the 35, the 40. He's going to go. There he goes. Is he going to make it? He gets brought down from behind on the kickoff. What a return. Number 20, Robert Rodriguez, the junior defensive back, with a dynamite kickoff return. He grabbed it right there at about the 16-yard line, had blockers out in front. Look at that speed. Breakaway speed over midfield out to the 40. Looked like he was going to go, but brought down from behind by the kicker. Ari Gonzalez was the last stand for the Lobos to be able to catch him. And the Vikings, just like that, start the drive in the red zone from the Lobos 16-yard line. There's a handoff. Over to close to the 10-yard line. Number 23, Valiant Rodriguez, the junior running back, with his first carry of the night. Gets ahead for believe, about 5 or 6 yards on the play.
Second down for the Vikings. Ball spotted on the 11-yard line.
Second down and 5 is what they're going to call it. Ball spotted at the 11-yard line. Brandon Narvaez, the quarterback, hands it off again, up the middle, over to the 5-yard line, and down to about the 3-yard line is Valiant Rodriguez, his second carry. And just a minute into the first quarter, and on the kickoff, an amazing kickoff return. And Robert Rodriguez set the tone right off the bat for the Vikings here in the second half, and that was absolutely what the Lobos did not need to happen. They're down 35-0, and the Vikings are knocking at the door for more. There's the handoff. Valiant Rodriguez, and he's in the end zone for a Viking touchdown. 3 straight runs by Valiant Rodriguez. The last one, a 3-yard touchdown run. They call it a 4-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings extend their lead to 41-0. Just a minute and a half into the third quarter. Extra point attempt upcoming. Number 80, Emilio Cohucci. He's been busy tonight. Snap is high, the kick is up, and it is good. 10.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's the Vikings 42 and the Lobos nothing on Rio Sports Live.
And you're watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
For quality care, contact Mesquite Home Health and Attendant Services today. In Brownsville at 594 Jose Marti Boulevard. Call today, 956-361-5558.
We here at Mesquite want to wish all local athletes good luck in today's game.
We're the Honolulu South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Don't miss the Island's 34th annual Sandcastle Days event at Clayton's October 6th through the 9th. Watch as master sculptors create works of art. Enjoy live music, fireworks, and family fun. Admission is free. Join us at Sandcastle Days at Clayton's Beach Bar and Grill.
We're the Mission Lady Eagles, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Yeah!
Back on Rio Sports Live, Joe Cardilli here with you tonight on Rio Sports Live Network, also on KBSD TV here in Brownsville. 42-0, the Vikings with the lead as they get ready to kick it off to the Lobos. Eddie Slovic back deep on the left, Gabriel Rios on the right. Slovic is going to grab it right at the goal line. He fumbles it into the end zone, and I believe he's got to come out with it. And he's going to be tackled at about the 5-yard line. I think he got confused on whether or not he can actually down it in the end zone once it was fumbled in the end zone. He didn't want to take any chances, and now the Lobos are going to have to start in not very good shape. And just not a whole lot going right for them tonight. And they're 0-6 coming in, 0-2 in the conference, and you know, they played tough in the first quarter or so, and then it just really got away from them. Cortinez gets the ball, and this is going to be a safety. Slovic had it. Like Osvaldo Alvear pulls him out of the back of the end zone for the safety. And that's going to extend the Viking lead to 44-0. Edward Guerrero, Osvaldo Alvear there on the play. Boy, they just busted right through that offensive line, and Slovic had no chance. He couldn't get anywhere on the play. And out the back of the end zone he went. 2 points for the Vikings, and 10-17 to go still here in the third quarter, and now the Vikings are going to get the ball back. So a tough one for the Lobos, as doesn't look like they're going to come away with a win here tonight unless something unbelievable. I mean, parting of the Red Sea takes place here, kind of unbelievable. And Pace is going to go to 3-4 and 2-1 in the conference. But still a ways to go in this one. 10-17 to go, 44-0 Vikings. And they're going to get ready to take the kick after the safety. So Eddie Slovic, the sophomore running back, fumbled the ball into the end zone on the kickoff. Wasn't sure if he can down it or not, so he tried to run it out, got it to the 5, and on the next play they handed it off to Eddie Slovic, and he had nowhere to go. He got that ball deep into the end zone, pulled out the back of the end zone for a Vikings safety. 2 points adds to their lead, and that's where we're at, 44-0. So they'll kick off from the 20-yard line. There's the kickoff over to the side. It is fumbled, picked up there by number 8, Ivan Gonzalez, and he gets out to about the 35-yard line, maybe to the 40, and that's where the Vikings will take over first down and 10.
That'll make a first and 10 for the Vikings.
Back in a moment on Rio Sports Live.
Events, lady patrons, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Valley View Lady Tigers, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Back on Rio Sports Live. Looks like maybe there was a penalty on the play because they're marking the ball back, well back from where the kick was taken back. Ivan Gonzalez had brought that ball out over the 35-yard line, but now
Against the Vikings.
the penalty against them, and it's coming way back. Marking that ball all the way back to, let's see, I'm still waiting for our umpire to see where it's going to go, past the 20-yard line and all the way back to the 16. Huge penalty. Definitely the worst field position that the Vikings are going to start all night. There's a handoff over to the left side, then back over towards the middle. And once again, it's Valiant Rodriguez on the run. Eduardo Cana with the stop for the Lobos. 9:50 to go here in the third quarter. Just in case you're joining us, it's the Pace Vikings 44, the Lopez Lobos nothing. Pace is in the green. Lobos are in the white. There's another handoff to Rodriguez. Over on the right side, gets out to about the 20-yard line. Tackle made by Saul Rios, number 90, defensive lineman for the Lobos.
Number 4, Vanessa is the ball carrier. Third down for the Vikings.
Third down and 6 upcoming for the Vikings. Quarterback Brandon Narvaez has had a nice game for the Vikings. He takes the snap and hands it off over to the left side, and Valiant Rodriguez is brought down nicely by Julio Campion, senior defensive back and wide receiver for Lopez. Nicely played there by him. And that'll bring out the punting unit for the Vikings. Clock running with 8.5 to go here in the third quarter, 44-0. The Vikings over the Lobos. The Lobos are about to get the ball back. Number 8, Jesus Garcia. Number 12, Pablo Lopez, back to receive the kick for the Lobos.
Back to number 8, Jesus Garcia. Number 12, Pablo Lopez.
Emilio Cahuchi getting ready to punt, and that ball goes off his hands into the end zone, and he runs it out the back of the end zone, and the Lopez Lobos are on the board.
Rule of safety for the Lopez Lobos.
Instead of trying to give them great field position or try to just throw it up, which could be an interception, only knows how many things could go wrong right there. So Cahuchi, perhaps he made the right decision right there. And the ball goes out the back of the end zone, and then that ends the shutout for the night for the Vikings, as the Lopez Lobos are now on the board, and they're going to get the ball back as well. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It is the Vikings 44 and the Lobos 2. With that one, you don't hear too many 44-2 scores, and I've been doing games probably for, 32 years now. I don't think I've ever seen a score 44-2, but nevertheless, that's what we've got here, as the punt goes high off the hands of the punter Emilio Cahuchi, and he grabbed it. Didn't see anybody to throw it to, so he decided to just run it out the back of the end zone, and the Lobos are on the board. Well, however you got to do it, that's how you got to do it. And Cahuchi will line up for the kickoff from the 20-yard line, and the Lobos will get the ball back, perhaps in decent field position. Eddie Slovic, number 22, closest to us on the screen here. And also number 3, Gabriel Rios, over on the far side for the Lobos. Cahuchi getting ready for the kickoff, and there it is. The ball is up. Wow. Slovic has to go all the way back to the 10-yard line to grab it. He's got the ball at the 15, over the 20, and steps out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. And shoved out of bounds by number 31, Ignacio Ramirez, and that's where the Lobos will take over. Well, you'd think because they have to kick from the 20-yard line that they'd get a little bit decent field position out of the deal, but it didn't work out that way. That young man has a really good leg. He looks like he can hit a field goal from a long ways if he had to. 24-yard line is where the Lobos take over, first down and 10. Slovic just off to the right side of the quarterback Campion. He did a nice spin move, able to come away with a couple of extra yards. So Slovic still running hard despite being down big here in the third quarter. You love to see that out of the young man. Sophomore and leading the team in rushing already. So, he's got a couple of good years ahead, and he's shown he's done a nice job tonight when he had the opportunity. 7:28 to go here in the third quarter. There's another handoff to Slovic. He makes a nice move over the right side, over the 30, out to the 35, and hit hard. Hit hard on the play by number 2, Osvaldo Alvear. That was a shot right there, and Slovic went down hard, but it was a good run and a first down carry for the Lobos. So we hit the 7-minute mark here in the third quarter. 35-yard line for the Lobos. Jacob Cortinez in the shotgun awaiting the snap. He's got it. He's looking for a receiver over on the right side, and it's caught. Number 12, Pablo Lopez, the junior wide receiver, with the reception.
Pass by number 12, Pablo Lopez.
So Cortinez gets a complete pass ahead for about 4 yards on the play. Going to bring up second down and 6 from the 39-yard line. Two receivers out to the right. And there's one caught there by Gabriel Rios. Tried to get out over the 40-yard line. Maybe got to the 41-yard line. Let's have to see where they mark it. Gabriel Rios with the reception. Nicely done there as Cortinez trying to get that pass game going. I mean, that is what they're good at. He had 1,264 yards and 10 touchdowns coming in. Third down and 4 coming up for the Lobos. They got to get to the 45 for a first down. Martinez Gets it ahead, and it's going to be close to a first down. Number 21, Antonio Gonzalez, was the receiver in motion. And they mark it at the 45, and that carries good for another Lobos first down, I believe. Yes, there go the chains. 1st and 10 Lobos from their own 45. This is the best movement of the football they've had since late in the first quarter. There's another receiver in motion, and it's handed to Slovic, and he is driven into the ground right there. Edward Guerrero, the senior defensive lineman, coming up with a big stop there. Slovic just tried to go ahead with a head of steam and couldn't. He lost about 1.5 yards on the play. Officially going to bring up 2nd down and 12. Nice hit right there. Did you see that? Edward Guerrero, he was right there to stop Slovic, who's taken a couple of big hits tonight. Again, a receiver in motion. Cortinez looking down, and he just overshoots the receiver. That play was there. Number 28, Joe Vega, had a step on the defender, and he just overthrew it a little bit. Or that would have been to the house, undoubtedly. Lobos just missed one there. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 12. Ball spotted just shy of the 44-yard line. Lobos have had a couple of first downs on this drive. We'll see if they can keep it going. Cortinez looking for a receiver. He's got him. Over across the 50 and out to the 47-yard line is number 88, Angel Ramirez, the junior wide receiver. Nice job by Ramirez, but they come up a little short. Going to be a 4th down and looks like a long 2. That ball was spotted in between the 47 and the 48. They got to get to the 45 for a first down. Of course, they're going to go for it. Cortinez keeps it himself. He's across the 45 and out close to the 41. First down, Lobos. Tackle made by number 13, Danny Delgado. But Cortinez keeps it and keeps the drive alive for the Lobos. So this is their best movement of the football tonight. Nice drive put together by the Lobos. Here as we go to 3:33 to go in the 3rd. 44-2 Vikings is our score. And there's a pitch inside. Number 1, Julio Campion. Not a whole lot going there. Good pursuit there on the inside. Juan Carlos Guerrero and others there for the stop. Osvaldo Alvear with the official tackle on the play. Loss of a couple on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Lobos. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line of the Vikings. Cortinez. Ball was attempted for Jerry Soto, and it's incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 12 from the 44. 2:54 to go here in the 3rd quarter from Sam Stadium. Beautiful, cool night for a Texas football game. Temperatures in the upper 70s tonight, and just a nice night for a football game, that's for sure. There's a receiver in motion, and he's looking to hit him down the right sideline, and it's caught. Nice catch on the play by Alan Chavez, the junior wide receiver, with the reception. I mean, that was a good play. Let's look at this replay again. Cortinez fires it up down the left side, and right there it was a fight for the ball, and Chavez comes away with it. And the Lobos have their deepest penetration here of the night. Ball at the 23-yard line of the Vikings. 2:25 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and the Lobos driving nicely on this one. Cortinez Back to pass. He steps out of trouble, over the 20, over the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Did he get in? No, he got out at the 1 yard line. Let's look at the replay. Looking for somebody down on the right side, wasn't there, so he escapes out of pressure, gets up over the 15, the 10, the 5, and knocked out of bounds at the last minute at the 1 yard line. 2:08 to go. Lobos driving on this one. Started at the 24 yard line and trying to finish out for their first touchdown of the night. Inside handoff to Slovik, and he's in the end zone for a Lobo touchdown. It is a touchdown. And the Lobos get their first official touchdown of the night. They had scored on a safety earlier in the quarter. And now they will go for the extra point. Ari Gonzalez, the kicker for the Lobos, getting ready. There's the snap, there's the hold, it's up, and it is good. And the Lobos finish a 76-yard drive for their first score of the night, and that makes the score 44-9. The Vikings with the lead with 2:08 to go here in the third quarter. Back in a moment on Rio Sports Live.
Hija, tomorrow is your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just get the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We are the Edinburgh North Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Our service is unmatched. Our commitment to our team and our community, relentless. Our products are innovative and exciting. Fruya, we're what's next now.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, Joe Cardilli with you from Sam Stadium. Kickoff out over the 25 through the 30. We'll look at that speed all the way out to the 45, the 50, and out to the 44-yard line, but there's a flag on the play back around the 38-yard line, and I believe this one is going to be coming back. Again, that was a really nice return by Robert Rodriguez. What speed he's got to be able to hit that first hole and really find a seam. And he's had a nice return, but it's going to come back. Personal foul is called against the Vikings, so that one's going to start them back deep again. They started their last drive in similar fashion, had a penalty and had it all the way back and couldn't really do anything with it. Gave the Lobos the ball at the 24-yard line, and the Lobos were able to go all the way 76 yards down on a really nice drive. That was capped off by a 1-yard Eddie Slovik touchdown, and that's how the Lobos got their first score of the night. There's a handoff.
Number 4, Renee Salinas, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number
Renee Salinas with the carry. No gain on the play, going to be second down and 10. 1:40 to go here in the third quarter. It's Vikings 44 and the Lobos 9 is our score. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. Friday Night Lights, Texas high school football. There's nothing like it. Pass coming up, trying to hit a receiver over the middle and just off the outstretched hands of number 8, Ivan Gonzalez. There is a penalty flag down on the play. And from where that is, they're going to call a pass interference on that play. Yes, that's what it was. And it's first down for the Vikings. And that's a big one. All the way out to the 36-yard line. First and 10, Vikings. Narvaez hands it off. And still on his feet over the 45, over the 47, and brought down there. Number 4, Rene Salinas. Number 18, David Garcia, the defensive back senior for the Lobos with the stop, but another first down for the Vikings. And they got the ball out to the 48-yard line. Clock running with 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Vikings up 44-9. Not satisfied with that. Salinas has the ball over the 50-yard line, over the 45, and down to the 43 of Lopez. Sebastian Hernandez with the stop on that play, as it might be the last play of the quarter. 8-yard gain on the play to bring up a second down and 2 at the 44 of Lopez. 10 seconds to go. And it looks like they're going to be content with letting this clock run out. That's the end of the third quarter of play here from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Our score, the Pace Vikings 44, the Lopez Lobos 9. Back in a moment on Rio Sports Live.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try our delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy one barbacoa taco and get one free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back on Rio Sports Live, as Vikings got a run right there and got a first down as we have started the fourth quarter of play. 44-9 is our score. The Vikings over the Lobos here into the fourth quarter. Brandon Narvaez has had a nice ball game for the Vikings. There's a handoff. Salinas trying to escape, but he cannot. Brought down by Saul Rios of the Lobos, along with a couple of others. 58, Emmanuel Serreta also there for the Lopez Lobos. Well, we've got to hand it to the Lobos. They have stayed with it. You know, they could have just cashed this in a long time ago and just said things weren't working out. But you know what? They've played hard tonight, and you got to tip your cap to them for continuing to play hard, even though things had gotten difficult. There's a handoff over on the left side. Julio Campion brings down Valiant Rodriguez, who's had a nice second half for sure. Even scored a touchdown for the Vikings on one of their last drives. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Vikings. The ball spotted at the 21-yard line. Salinas to the left. He's got the ball. He gets out ahead over the 15, over the 10-yard line, still running down, and he's inside the 5. Rene Salinas grabs that ball and finds a seam up the middle. Nicely done. And that was a nice block right there by the other running back, Valiant Rodriguez, with the block there to open up that hole. And it's 1st and goal for the Vikings. 9.5 to go in this one. Vikings trying to add to their 44-9 lead. Ball is on the 3-yard line. Valiant Rodriguez, number 23, to the right. Salinas has the ball, follows the block, and he's in for the touchdown. Actually, they spotted him short. Looked like he had gotten in from my vantage point, but look where that football is. I mean, there can't be much more grass between that and the goal line, but apparently some of him got in, but the ball did not. And so we're gonna try this again. 2nd down and goal from about the inch line. There's the handoff. Salinas this time, and this time he is definitely into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Rene Salinas, his first score of the night. Let's look at it again. There it is. He follows the block of Valiant Rodriguez, and he's into the end zone for another Viking touchdown, and it's 50-9. Emilio Quahuchi, definitely a busy night for him. Snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is good. 8:27 left in this ball game. Our score, the Vikings 51 and the Lobos 9. Back in a moment on Rio Sports Live.
We're the St. Joe Bloodhound Cheerleaders, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Baby, just listen to me.
Escucha.
Do everything with speed.
Prontísimo.
Out of home business or
Flexible.
insurance for all your
Barato.
needs. You say you just got a new boat. Come on by and we'll give you a free quote.
Prontísimo.
Okay, who's singing? Muriel. Hello.
Accesible.
I'm out.
Pregúntale a tu agente cómo ahorrar con Pronto, porque más barato, nadie.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Back on Rio Sports Live as the Vikings get ready to kick off to the Lobos. That extra point actually was no good on that last play. It's 50-9 is our score. The Vikings with the lead. And the return out past the 20 and out to the 25-yard line. Sebastian Hernandez with the return there for the Lobos. And they'll take over 1st down and 10 from about the 25-yard line with 8:18 to go here in this one. Vikings have had such a bunch of kids that have really participated in the victory here tonight. It's going to be really difficult to decide who our player of the game is, because I mean there's any number of them that have participated today and done such a fine job for them to give them the lead. Handoff on the inside and not a whole lot going there.
Tackle for a loss made by number 45.
Tackled by Juan Lujano, the sophomore linebacker for the Vikings.
Number 2, Alan Chavez, the ball carrier. Second down.
Alan Chavez was the ball carrier, number 2. And trying to spin out of trouble, nicely done. Fires it down the field, and it's intercepted. Intercepted on the play by number 80, Emilio Cahucci, the kicker, the punter, and now the interceptor, the defensive back, senior leader for the Vikings, comes up with an interception. Jacob Cortinez had a big rush on him. He tried to roll to his left and find a receiver, but he couldn't get it to him, and Emilio Cahucci grabs that interception and brings it back to the 28-yard line, and that's where the Vikings will have it 1st and 10 with 7:31 to go in the ball game. We will have the South Padre Island highlight show coming up shortly after the game, so if you'd like to watch highlights, we will have that as well for you after the post game. And there's a handoff up the middle and across the 30 out to about the 25-yard line.
Number 4, Rene Salinas, the ball carrier. Stop was made by number 12, Pablo Lopez.
Rene Salinas with the carry. Scored on the last drive.
Second down for the Vikings.
Second down and 4 coming up, I believe, for the Vikings. Angel Galvan is the quarterback now for. And there's a run ahead and out over the 15-yard line for a first down is Salinas. Stopped on the play by Javier Garza. And Carlos Delgado on the tackle as well for the Lobos. Vikings on the move once again, and they've just had the big plays. And they've spent a lot of the evening in the red zone tonight as they are up 50-9 and with 6:25 to go left in this ball game. And they are on the move again. Ball spotted at the 13-yard line. Galvin awaiting the snap. Hands it off on the inside. And not quite to the 10-yard line is number 23, Valiant Rodriguez. Roger Lopez with the stop there for the Lobos.
Second down for the Vikings. Ball spotted on the 10-yard line.
5:50 to go in this one. Vikings on their way to their 3rd victory of the season. They'll go to 3-4 and go to 2-1 in the conference. Salinas with the ball over on the left side, trying to get to the 10-yard line. That's about as far as he's going to get. Tackled by Pablo Lopez. Ball going to be spotted at the 11. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Vikings. From the 6-yard line. No, from the 11-yard line, excuse me. 5-minute mark here in the ball game from Sam Stadium. Great night for some Friday night lights. Vikings with a 50-9 lead over the Lobos. Seeing if they can cash in on this one. Galvin, the quarterback, has the ball. He's still got it. He's looking to pass, and it's incomplete. Tried to get it over to Rene Salinas, and it falls incomplete, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 8 for the Vikings.
Fourth down for the Vikings. spotted on the 11-yard line.
So 4th down and 8 from the 11. Got to get to the 3 for a first down. Salinas the up back. Rodriguez back in the eye. Galvin's got it. He's across the 5, trying to get to the pylon, and it's a touchdown. So Galvin runs it in from 11. And the Vikings extend the lead to 56-9. Angel Galvan, the backup quarterback tonight, as Brandon Narvaez taking the rest of the night off to get ready for next week. That extra point is up, and it is good. Kahuchi with the extra point. 4.5 minutes to go left in this one. We'll take a timeout here on Rio Sports Live.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchas me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We're the Harlingen Sound Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Forever.
Back on Rio Sports Live. 4.5 minutes left in this one. Vikings with a 57-9 lead as we get ready for the kickoff, and it's bounced down and fumbled, and I believe the Vikings came up with it, and they did. Edward Guerrero came up with the fumble on that play. And the Lobos have a young man that was hurt. I believe it was the one that tried to pick up the ball, Antonio Gonzalez. He was the one who had trouble with it. And coming away with it was Edward Guerrero for another Vikings possession. We'll take an injury timeout. 4:23 left in this one. Vikings 57, Lobos 9 on Rio Sports.
Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back on Rio Sports Live as Antonio Gonzalez was able to get off the field on his own power. Vikings on the way to win. They will be away next week at Brownsville Veterans Memorial. That is their next game for them, and then try to continue their winning ways. And there's a run up the middle over the 30, over the 20, and out to the 15-yard line. Valiant Rodriguez with another nice run for the Vikings as the clock continues moving. Lopez next week will be at home against Donna North to try to get their first victory of the season. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. They're back in the red zone again, and they've pretty much lived there most of the night. Rodriguez has it. He fumbles the ball. Looks like he was able to get it back, and he did. Nearly grabbed by Saul Rios on the play inside for the Lobos, as that was just a fumble on the exchange. 3:10 mark here of the fourth quarter. And it's been all Vikings tonight. Angel Galvin, the quarterback, hands it off to Salinas over on the left side. Got away from the first tackle, trying to spin out of the next one, and he's not going to get any further as over half the Lobo defense takes him down on that play. Javier Garza led the way. He was the first one on the scene. And a whole stack of Lobos were able to take down Salinas on that play. Third down and 8, I believe, is going to be the call. This clock continues to run. 2:45 left in this one. Adrian Sauceda, he's got 2 touchdowns already, is in the backfield. And he's got the ball, cuts back over the 10, spin move around the 5 and trying to get into the end zone. And the Vikings have another touchdown. Sauceda with his 3rd touchdown run of the night. I believe that pretty much cements him as our player of the game. Sophomore running back Adrian Sauceda. Just another fine job by him there. Beautiful move at the 10-yard line. Spin move and able to get into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the night. And it is 63-9 Vikings. 2:18 to go in this one. This extra point is up and it is good. And that was actually by number 55, Ricardo Alvarez was the one who made that one. Maybe Emilio Cajuchi just had kicked too many tonight and needed to take a break. 64-9, the Vikings over the Lobos. 2:18 to go. Back in a moment on Rio Sports Live.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders. And
back on Rio Sports Live as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the Lobos will take over first down and 10 with 2:16 to go in this one. Vikings 64 and the Lobos 9. And the Lobos have just really struggled since conference play began. Well, they didn't have any wins before that, but at least it seemed like they were in a lot more of the games. And just the last 3 games to them have just been nothing that they'll want to remember. Number 24 keeps that ball. That's Sebastian Hernandez. He is listed as one of the backup quarterbacks. Sophomore for the Lobos is now at the helm for their offense. They picked up maybe 3 yards on the play. Going to be 2nd down and 7 as we are under 2 minutes to go here in this one. 1:50 to go. Looking to make a pass on the play. The ball is fumbled on the play. And who came up with it? And the Vikings come up with it. And now there's some pushing and shoving down on the field as one of the Lobos had come in and pulled one of the Vikings off the pile rather hard. And that kind of started that skirmish a little bit. But it looked like to me, number 58, Julian Vasquez, came away with the fumble recovery. There is flags down on the field, so we'll have to see what they call. Probably going to be offsetting, but it was started when one of the Lobos came over into the pile and yanked one of the Vikings off of the fumble recovery pile, and that kind of started the whole thing. Unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Lobos. 1st down Vikings with 1:33 to go. So, I mean, it's in the category of can it get any worse for the Lobos? Well, it sort of just did. 64-9, the Vikings with the lead. And now the Vikings are going to have the ball 1st and 10 on the 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
We have 1st and goal to go in the red zone. Ball spot on the 4-yard line.
And they're just going to take a knee. They're not going to try to score here. That's a class move by the Vikings as number 1, Brandon Narvaez, the quarterback, takes the knee on the play. And they'll let that clock run down as much as they possibly can. As they move the ball back to the 7-yard line. And play clock now ticking down as there's no reason to try to score here. It's under a minute to go. Play clock down to 15. And they'll just try to use this as much as they possibly can and kneel on the ball 2 more times, and that's going to be it for the ball game. Narvaez has it, takes the snap, drops back, takes a knee. Class job by Danny Pardo, the head coach of the Vikings. No need to run up the score any further. And that is going to be it. Game clock at 28, play clock above that, and that is the ball game. It's been all Vikings from the start. They scored on the first 2 times they touched the football tonight to take a 14-0 lead. The Lobos got a couple of turnovers. Seemed like maybe they might be able to make a game of it, but they could not. It got away from them in the second quarter. It was 35-0 at the end of the first half. There's 3, 2, 1, and this one is in the books. Final score here from Sam's Stadium. It's the Vikings 64 and the Lobos 9. Our player of the game tonight is going to be number 21 of the Vikings, Adrian Saucetta. He did a great job tonight, scoring 3 rushing touchdowns on the evening, and he's going to be our Rio Sports Live player of the game. And that's it here from Sam's Stadium. Once again, our final score, the Pace Vikings 64 and the Lopez Lobos 9. I'm Joe Cardilli for Rio Sports Live.